going on. I would imagine it'd be a great place to sit, especially if you found something good to read.
Yeah.
And this is a very subtle thing, but I think it enhances the major walk up to the new front door in a significant way. And last but not least, it really does frame with a little more importance the 1922 original library building from Main Street.
I don't see those stairs on the west elevation. Am I mistaken there?
On the west elevation.
Yeah, you can see them right there.
Right there. You might be looking at the set we sent down before. These were more recently put into the elevation.
I'm looking at what's in the folder for under 5C.
Ah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
I have
dated
the,
August 26th. So if those have been superseded, they should be, the application, I believe, should be amended to reflect the current drawings that you're presenting here.
yeah, it's I believe it's, I haven't double checked the application, but I believe they're part of the application. They just weren't reflected in the drawings at the time, in the elevation drawing at the time.
The materials that are in the drive are not what you're presenting here on your screen.
Materials that are in the drive.
You're missing
What you're presenting is dated today.
What you're
Yes.
presenting is dated
Yeah.
today, and what we've been given to review is dated August 26th.
That's correct. These are more up to date.
Yeah.
So I have not received anything new for the file today. If you could forward those to me
Of
for the file.
course. We'll certainly do that.
Also the files that are in the drive are quite small. You're not able to really zoom in to see the detail that you're showing on the screen. I think that would be helpful as well.
That's easily done. Yep, will do.
So you're change. I mean, I'm kind of catching up here because I didn't see the original submittal. So you're converting. I take it you're converting the firehouse, making that part of the library.
That's correct.
Yeah, and then the addition on the north side. That's, you're taking off the portico that's currently there. So
that's correct.
Yep. So so the new addition is just the connector between the old library and the firehouse.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
This is the new addition.
Got it. And so you south of that new addition, you have this large plaza.
Yes.
So I was a little confused initially. I thought, well, that's access for fire trucks. Obviously, that's not the case. You did mention book sales. So basically, you're creating a plaza out there. Is that correct?
They're actually, because the front of the firehouse is now blacktop from this area all the way to Main Street in a wider aspect. That's how the book sale is operated now.
Okay.
So this is, in square footage, it's actually a little less than the blacktop that is there now.
And you're changing it to like a brick paver or something?
Yes. Okay. Except for the very front, which is still blacktop. And by the way, yes, a fire engine can approach the building on the paving.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And you mentioned that access there, that's because you need access for moving books around from library to library or whatever. Is that correct?
This can be used in every possible way. Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. And, I initially thought this middle had to do with siding, but it doesn't. It's really all about modifications that you made between the initial and today. Site modifications. Okay. And the last thing is, I don't think I saw the fence. You mentioned the fence. Maybe you showed it. I just missed it.
Can
I
you
was
see
not
that on
able
the
to
screen?
access the fence in from the drive either.
Ah, can you see it on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it
I
seems
will.
like what we have on the drive is really different than what
Yeah.
you're presenting here. So I don't know if that would work, Ty, just to send over what you've shown us today.
I will
Because
send it all.
Yeah,
yeah,
that'll,
it was a little confusing looking through it before you presented it. It looked like you were changing siding on some of the
Ah,
things.
Yeah, I would say it's hard to be hard to take a, make a decision on this without having the information in front of us, really, in the drive as what was submitted, relative to what you're presenting now.
Yeah, I mean, south facade that shows that stair, we don't have that drawing.
Right.
We just see the west elevation of it. But this fence is for the children's area, correct? Children's play area?
that is one of the places. This is also fence,
So it's a solid wall?
6 foot. Yes, which is good. Right here, behind the villager are the villager's 3 food dumpsters and a dirt parking lot.
Okay.
How would, speaking of the villager, how would it impact the windows on the side of the villager?
They're fine. Uh, they're
Because the
well,
properties are
as we
very
were,
close, they're very
yeah,
close together. I mean,
that's correct. There's not much in the way of windows here.
so how would that impact the villager? Are the windows on the side of the restaurant, are they gonna be just looking at a wall?
Oh boy, I don't have a picture of that side of the villager.
There's
Yeah,
about a 4 window wide window on the left-hand side of the villager.
On this side over here.
Yep.
Forgive me, I don't have that location right in front of me, but if that is towards the front, it may not be in conflict.
it's kind of in the middle.
It's kind of in the middle. Well, I'll
Yeah.
definitely have to go back and look at that one.
All right. So
Um,
I don't see the dirt parking lot from like Google Street View. So maybe you can include that next time as well.
Mm-hmm.
I see they have a little wooden fence and I see the dumpsters, but I really don't know what it looks like. And since you're putting up a solid wall, I think kind of want to be convinced that that's a good approach.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because the stores, the villagers, it creates a big wall for you to begin with, I think.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe there's also seating inside that portion of the villager. It's not just back of house over there. So, from a user's perspective, that whoever's in the restaurant might benefit from seeing the activity in the streetscape that you're creating at the library.
I agree. Um, I forgive me, I don't have that at my fingertips, but we'll get it documented and make sure that they've got a view.
Yeah, I think that they have a Belco door back there and some junk piled up. So yeah, I can understand the need for it. Speaking of dumpsters, this firehouse shows 2 dumpsters. Where are you putting trash?
The trash, as described, is in the fenced enclosure here and
Okay.
back here.
Okay, under the stair.
Mhm.
Okay.
With an eye to the future, plenty of recycling bins.
Well, everything looks pretty good. I think we just need to update the drawings so we can look at the north-south. But basically, you're taking the existing building and recladding it with the exception of the addition, which is a new piece. So At first, I really wasn't sure what was new, what was existing, but it
Ah.
80% of this is existing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I feel like are we in agreement that we want to table this until next time with some more updated drawings sent to the file?
Well, I would like to see um how the villagers affected, because right now where that window is, the more I look at it, you're putting your trash in a wall right underneath. The trash is right underneath their window. They wouldn't be able to see it with the wall, but then the wall is rendering their window almost useless.
I'll
Um,
locate the
So I'd like
windows.
to see how the impact is, because I could see the people, the owners of the village are getting a little angry with that.
I'll locate the windows and make sure they have a view.
Yeah. I'm sure.
You might consider, the way this looks is the fence is going down to the sidewalk. You might just consider pulling the fence to just past the window. So
I think you're right.
it
Mm-hmm.
would be about a quarter inch from the end of the building, depending on the scale.
I think you're right.
I'm in agreement with Joanne that we should table the decision until the additional documentation has been submitted.
Okay, so I will make a motion to table this until we have some more documentation submitted and also resolving the villager and the window situation with the villager.
I second.
Could I
All
ask
right.
a question?
Mm-hmm.
Ty, when is the next meeting of the commission? Of the board?
So the ARB's next meeting is scheduled for October 7th.
I'm asking because well, obviously we had hoped I thought we had submitted all these drawings. I guess we didn't, but we were hoping to be able to put the project out to bid right about that time. But I certainly wouldn't want to do that without without the approval of your board and the P and Z. So I'm just wondering if there's any way to get that information to you, which you've seen tonight, so that what's on record is what you've actually seen tonight, and move forward with a decision.
We'd probably have to have a special meeting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So just to clarify, you're a referral board to the Planning and Zoning Commission. This is on the agenda for the Planning and Zoning Commission on Thursday. So I don't think even statutorily you have time to do a special meeting between now and Thursday. So the Planning and Zoning Commission would have to table that as well. I mean,
Hmm.
I think it's 48 hours you need notice. So, yeah.
When is the next planning and zoning commission meeting, Ty?
I don't have that date in front of me, but it's the first, is it the second Thursday of the month of October? So, let me look at the calendar.
The
So that
second
would be
Thursday
October 9th.
Is the 9th, I think.
October 9th, and then the ARB, I'm sorry, would be the 6th.
So it's the same
It's the same week. Yeah.
as, yeah. Well, that's my only question.
So I mean, if you, I mean, you may get the ARB to agree to have a special meeting, but you'd also have to get the Planning and Zoning Commission to agree to have a special meeting as well, because they can't approve it without the ARB's approval.
Right, understood. That was my question, is whether or not I think the drawings that we're going to submit will be exactly what you've seen tonight. Am I incorrect there?
No, that's correct.
With some additional clarifications that we haven't seen.
Yeah, surrounding the villager. Is there
Mhm.
anything
The
else?
villager is the one question that we haven't resolved.
Yeah.
Or are there other questions that we haven't resolved that are just requiring documentation of what you've seen tonight?
Yeah, I guess my two big things are the fence on the south side and that egress stair from the second floor. You said you modified it. I just want to see what it looks like from the
Okay.
south side. That's it for me.
Okay.
All right.
The elevations, we have east elevations and west elevations. We don't have elevations of the other two facades. It does not appear to have that. And that would illustrate the stair that you're referring to.
Yep. Happy to send those.
Mhm.
We don't have that to show them tonight, Trip?
No.
Okay.
So I make a motion to table this until the ARB has a chance to review the complete materials as they've been presented tonight.
I'll
And-
second that.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
It-
Aye.
I
Okay,
Is there a way?
No.
Is there a? I'm sorry. Um, I'm just thinking of the schedule that we're working very hard to keep, to get it out to bid. Is there a conditional method that you can, provided that we um, assure that the villager has proper views, that and will supply a south elevation or a south and east elevation, that a conditional approval could be given?
um. Ty, is that a possibility?
So I would caution against that only because if you're not satisfied, this is going to planning and zoning on Thursday. So they're going to approve it based on your positive referral. So if you were to give a positive referral with conditions and then find that you weren't satisfied with what you haven't seen, it's I mean, we certainly could work to get special meetings for both commissions. I mean, we can work for like something next week if that's totally up to you guys, if it could fit into your schedule, and then the planning and zoning would have to follow suit and agree to a special meeting as well. I mean, obviously, everybody wants to support the library and their plan.
Right,
I'm amenable to a special meeting, to delay by a week rather than a month.
yeah, I
I'm
would
fine
be
with a
okay
special
with that.
meeting too.
I think we've already passed the motion to
To table.
table this until we receive the documentation. I believe that passed.
Yeah, so I mean, we can, I mean, they can go forward with their presentation on Thursday to the Planning and Zoning Commission, and then, Planning and Zoning can make it contingent on your positive referral. Well, it's up to them, really, but if they'd like to, they could, or they can revisit it in another week as well. So we can work to make this happen, but I'd be afraid to have you approve something that you haven't seen.
Right. I also have a question about with the villager and the fence close by there. Does that kind of fall under P and Z? More, I mean, it's really not aesthetic. It's more about, like setbacks and spacing.
So your jurisdiction is everything that can be seen from the street.
Yeah,
So, I guess if you could see it from a street view, then your purview would kick in about, the aesthetics and
right.
in keeping with the village center aesthetics. So,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, and also the P and Z has a big part in this as well. So it's the
Right.
two of you guys kind of working in conjunction.
Trip.
Yeah,
I don't have the original site plan in front of me, but where did that fence start in the original site plan? Or in
it
the one
started right here.
right there, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like there aren't any real issues other than that. That would
I do think we need to see it, unfortunately.
changes.
I agree with Ty, you know, we just need to, it's such an important part of the town. And so many people are going to be affected by this amazing improvement
Yeah.
that I feel like it's our responsibility to make sure that we've seen it fully before it goes
Okay.
any
So you
further.
want to see the elevation with the outdoor
Just, I
stair?
mean, just the things that we talked about, right? The complete documentation as it's been presented with the additional documents, you know, and
Mhm.
I think having the fence there is, you know, it's gonna, it's worthy of additional consideration that we haven't yet been able to see. So,
What I have on the list of things that you want to see in addition is the fence, the egress, the view from the villager, and the north and south elevations.
yeah.
Is that
Right,
correct?
which would show the egress.
Right.
Okay. All right. Um, I think that's all we need to do because we've already tabled it.
You have.
So, thank you so much
Oh.
for bringing it. I feel like it's looking good.
Thank you, Leonard.
Terrific.
I also agree that it's an improvement over the previous plan with the drive, and I think the stairs look really interesting. So well done on the revisions. I know it's always a challenge when you have to go back and reevaluate based on cost.
Ain't that the truth?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Uh,
All right.
Stop share. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, so next is Kent School, and this is about removal of a tree. Let me see if I can find the document. Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna share, and then who's gonna be presenting this?
Good evening, John Bergen from Kent School.
Hi,
How are you?
good.
Hi, John, how are you?
Good. So we have a large sugar maple in back of 23 North Main Street that has a big void in it, and the leaders are splitting, endangering our property as well as the neighbor's property. We had a arborist come out, take a look at it to see if we could save it, to block it and cable it. And he feels that it needs to come down as soon as possible.
All right. Has everyone taken a look at the pictures already?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would make a motion to approve.
I
Okay.
second.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Well, that was easy enough. Sorry you had to wait so long.
No problem. Thanks for putting me on
Thank
tonight.
you.
All right. Have a good
All
night.
right. Thanks so much. All right. I think that is all our business for tonight. I make a motion to adjourn.
I
I
have a
second.
question.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
I'm gonna interrupt. I know that color isn't part of our responsibility, and I just want to know why. Does anyone know why color isn't part of our duties?
I don't know why. It's always been explained to me that it's about, the architectural, you know, not being an architect myself, I don't fully know probably what you know, but it's my understanding that it's about materials and, landscape. But the color or content of signs could not be a controlling factor by the ARB. However, if you're in like a historic district or you have a historic house within the village center, then that would be controlled by a different governing body.
The
So,
color would be controlled?
yeah, at times I believe when it comes to historic features, structures, but not by the ARB. So you're just the Architectural Review Board.
So who
historic is different
reviews
setbacks.
paint colors for a building, for a house?
Nobody, unless it's a historic feature. And then I think, if you're on the state registry, you probably have to apply to them. And then there is a historic district commission here in Kent, but that district is not within the village center. It's like Cobble Road area.
So I understand, like, if a building is landmarked, I understand that. But other houses,
I don't think that they're regulated. I
Yeah.
think there's no regulation for that.
It's just not part of our regulations.
So if somebody wanted to paint their house pink, they could, even if it's in the middle of town.
Right.
but why?
Why is it not regulated?
We're talking about windows, columns, eaves, why not color?
So aren't those more like an architectural features and color?
I mean, I agree
Well-
with Nick. I think color to me is like one of the most impactful things, more so than whether like the sideboard is the width of the board is 4 inches or 5, So I agree with him that if there is, regulations on color, it should be part of our purview, but that would mean like revising the bylaws of the town to have control over what color you can paint the buildings.
Yeah, I just, most of the time it's fine. People are going to do crazy stuff. But, if someone does choose to do something like stripes and zigzags, the town would have no control over, painting their asphalt shingles even. So,
I'm sorry, I need to excuse myself.
okay.
Can we,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to soon too.
Yeah.
there was a motion to adjourn, I believe,
Yes. I made a motion to adjourn.
and I seconded that.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
I
I,
Aye.
thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good
thank
night.
you.
All right. Bye.